welcome to today's Pick a Beach Thing reading. I'm loving using the things that I have. I did think about, listen, the temptation was there to go and just like buy the whole crystal store, but I do like to find my own little knickknacks, and I don't go to the beach as much nowadays because we've had a lot of rain here. So I'm just using what I had from my last haul. So all these items are from the beach. We're going to use these items for you to understand which of the four groups you're feeling most called to. The topic of today's reading is you versus them. What is the future of this connection? We're going to be looking at your thoughts, your feelings, their feelings, your intentions, their intentions. And then we're going to see what Spirit has to say as well. I'm going to be focusing more so on the two of you with just a little bit of word from the collective as well, like in terms of Spirit's input as well. So 4 groups. Group 1, you have this very purple oyster shell. It probably looks more black on your side of things, but it's, when I found this, my heart just went, I don't know how to describe it. Just like, I don't know, some things just, you feel that energy. It's different. This one's special. Group 2, you have the piece of coral. And this is an interesting piece of coral. It's got like plain, not too much going on that side. And then you flip it over and you can see where all the little things might have lived, where it potentially breathed when it was alive. So group 3, you have this beautiful piece of almost like granite. I love these kinds of rocks because they kind of, I don't know why, I don't know what type of mineral this is or what it would be classified as in the crystal world, but I just like the feel of them. They feel like granite to me, and we do get a lot of granite around here where I'm from. And the shape of it, like it's almost like a worry stone. You can just hold it in your palm. So that's group 3's beach thing. And group 4, you also have an oyster shell, but this one wasn't as protected as that one. This one had been exposed to the sun more and it was bleached. So it originally was just as purple as group 1's, but now it's much more faded and it's almost tinged with the minerals that it was baking in as well. So it's a little bit different. Those are the 4 beach things, the 4 beach items. Do pause the video now if you think you need more time. Timestamps are down below, as well as your bonus songs. When you're ready, click on your timestamps and join me in your reading. Hi group 1 and welcome. If you chose the purple oyster shell, then this is going to be your reading. One thing about these beach items, I have like such a white table and some of them still kind of have sand particles in them, so I'm kind of just here like, shit. I don't usually mind, like this place just gets dusty naturally, so, but we'll see what's going on with your person. My lord, I'm getting distracted. All right, we're going to start with you. It'll be you, them, and then we'll see what Spirit has to say. I don't do these readings very often, so we'll see how my layout is. It's not going to be as crisp and clean as as someone who's been doing them for a while, but we'll see how we go. All right, Spirit. So group 1, please, Spirit. People watching group 1, what do they think about their person and this connection? What does group 1 think about their person and this connection, please, Spirit? Okay, we have black tourmaline coming out for you. Interesting. Very interesting. Actually, I'm going to stay in your energy. I don't want to switch energies yet. What about their feelings for their person, please, Spirit? What are group 1's feeling towards their person and this connection? What are group 1's feelings? Excuse me. We have giving and receiving. And we have control. Ooh, okay. Put that there. They're showing me the 3 of Swords. That's your bottom deck energy, though. As well, sorry. I don't mean though. All right. Okay. What about your intentions? What do you see the future of this connection being? What is group 1's intentions towards this person and this connection? It's showing me the 8 of Swords in the reverse. I'm hearing I just want the truth. What is group 1's We have the Empress coming out for you as well. What is group one's intentions towards this connection? What is this one's group one's intentions towards this connection, please, Spirit? What are group one's intentions towards this connection? We have the Page of Swords here. Okay. Bottom deck energy is the Page of Wands reversed. Interesting. Let us go over to your person now. How is group one's person? Oh my days. I did shuffle these decks to filth before I started filming, so maybe I just need to get into it. Group one, what is their person's thoughts towards this connection? We have the Mentor coming out for you, and they're showing me the Mask as your bottom deck energy. Group one, please, Spirit. Oh. What is group one's person's feelings towards this connection? What is group one's person's feelings towards this connection? What is group one's person's feelings? We have the Mask is coming off, Deception and Envy in reverse, Wisdom coming out as well. Bottom deck energy is the Three of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Let's get some tarot. I'm trying to lay this out in a way that is digestible, but Lord. All right. Ooh. Group one, please, Spirit. What is their intentions towards the future of this connection? What is group one's intentions towards the future of this? Excuse me. I was asking about your person, but I need to clarify that. What is group one's person's intentions? We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Interesting. What is group one's person's intentions towards this connection? We have the Hermit and the Ace of Wands. They both want to come out together. Hermit is reversed. Your person might be hiding from you right now because they need to figure out what to do. Bottom deck energy is the King of Pentacles. So you guys, wow. I want all of these up so I can see all the bottom deck energies. If we start over with you, the Spirit is saying that you might be in a process of protecting and reinventing yourself right now because this connection with them kind of took you for a ride. When it comes to your thoughts, your mental situation, and your trust in terms of trusting yourself and how you were feeling, trusting your thoughts, trusting this person, trusting the connection, your trust was really tested in this connection. When we start with your black tourmaline over here, the number 30, Pluto, and your third eye chakra, as well as that very cathartic looking yoga pose, reach for the sky. I do feel, group one, that your intentions towards this connection is that there's a level of protection here with the black tourmaline, but you're trying to remain open to positive things in general. Like, I'm really feeling this energy of the black tourmaline is there to protect you against negativity, but if this is positive energy coming in, you do want transformation. You seem to be protecting yourself from things that are either too complicated or too confusing. You just want clarity, you just want the truth, and you just want it to come to you correctly this time, not in a way that is confusing and indigestible. I really feel with your third eye chakra that you're focusing on just trying to trust yourself again. You're probably watching a lot of tarot readings recently, trying to figure out your truth because you're not getting your truth from this person. It feels like you're out here trying to information gather with the 2 pages that came out for you. And with your Three of Swords being the bottom deck energy over here, I feel like this is mostly because you don't want to get hurt again, or you don't want to be more hurt than necessary. You're someone who already feels like you're healing something in this connection, and you don't want the pain to be exacerbated by a false truth or a misunderstanding or accidentally taking this idea and believing in it when it was a lie. That is like your worst case scenario for you. I feel like you're coming out of a period of really just overthinking this and learning to trust yourself again. When it comes to your thoughts, you're really just trying to trust yourself primarily. You're protecting yourself against this person's harmful actions or rejection, or even worse, like a false promise, and you're just trying to let in something that is going to be transformative in a good way for you. When it comes to your feelings towards this connection, we had the giving and receiving, which is the Six of Pentacles, and we also had control. So your feelings towards this person, Spirit is indicating you don't really share a heck of a lot of how you feel, but you want to. If given the opportunity, I feel like you want more truth, more honesty, more clarity in this situation, but you want it to be balanced. Like, there's big emphasis here on equality within your connection, equal give and take, balanced give and take, momentum that is constant, consistent, and balanced is what I feel. And that comes down to your feelings. You want a practical opportunity in this connection. It's not just about you loving them and being a good friend anymore. It's about like a practical relationship. It's about equal give and take, and you seem to want harmony as well as a level of control over this connection by way of, well, are you a part of my life or are you not? That's what it kind of feels like. With the control coming out, I do feel that when it comes to your feelings, they are still quite controlled. Like, there's this energy of you're very strong and you have a beautiful big heart that's very compassionate, but I also feel like it's guarded at the moment because it almost needs to recover from either a false start, a false promise, or someone who's just taking too long to show you and tell you exactly what they want from you. So it kind of feels like you're on the right path. You know these things within yourself. You're trying to protect yourself, but you're also trying to stay open. And I think that this has been about you setting firm boundaries within a lot of different connections and sort of understanding where other people were taking advantage of you. My hands are really itchy, so you guys might be really distracting how you feel with money or work. You might be trying to get away from your feelings by distracting yourself with the tangible world and what other people are able to offer you. I see you potentially surrounding yourself with just people who either are going to be balanced in terms of what they give to you, or just people who aren't going to lie to you. Like, this is like family and close friends. I don't see you out here starting many new friendships right now, Group 1. Now, when it comes to your intentions for the future, Group 1, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. We have the Empress upright. And your bottom deck energy was the Page of Wands over here as well. I do want to show you that again, remind you of that. Spirit is indicating that you are hoping for a rebirth. You're hoping for a do-over. You're hoping for this connection, not even rebirth, you're hoping for this connection to be birthed. Many of you, this connection has either been on a delayed track and you're not where you want to be in this situation, or like it never really got off the ground is what I feel. There's strong emphasis energy here on you wanting positive growth for this connection. With the Empress here, it has to be done right though. Like, you want it to be in a way where it's stable and sustained. Like, you want it to last. You don't want it to be something that is fickle and potentially going to just uproot itself whenever it wants to. And I feel like with the Eight of Swords here, your intentions towards this connection in the future is to tell the truth next time. Because for some of you guys, Group 1, you never got the opportunity to truly tell this person how you feel. And that is something that potentially created a lot of misunderstandings in your connection. This person has been on your mind a lot lately, and you're in the process of trying to release from your mind what you cannot control. You're in the process of really just trying to focus on you, focus on protection, focus on letting in the positives and just the immediate connections in your life. When it comes to your person, though, I do see that you want more here, but it has to be honest. It has to be open. You both have to want it. You both have to want to talk about it. You both have to open up, essentially. You understand that. So I do see you wanting to be more open and sort of, with this Eight of Swords here, talking more next time about what's truly going on in your head and what you truly want in your heart. With the Page of Swords here, both the pages reversed, it really just feels like this connection is stuck in an evolution of immaturity, or prematurity might be the better word. It feels like you kind of get it off the ground. There's excitement. There's a lot of attraction, but you never really have these serious conversations that you want, or you never get the answers that you want. Maybe it's just kind of this feeling of like you need to know more with the Page of Swords. I feel like you want to know more about what this person wants and where they see the future of this connection before you fully invest, because you are this Empress energy. It's not to say you come with baggage, but you're out here looking for something long term. I really feel like you want something that's stable, committed, loyal, that is going to be a fixture in your journey forward, a connection that is willing to grow and invest. I think that's all I'm feeling for you. So let's go over to your person now. In terms of your person's thoughts, we have the mentor coming out. So this person sees this connection as an opportunity of growth with the mentor. That's actually a self card. So either they believe they have something to teach you, or they're just seeing in general that you and this connection has taught them a lot. They consider, actually, I'm hearing they consider you to be somewhat of a mentor, group one. You and this connection have definitely taught this person a lot when it comes to their headspace, their way of thinking, their way of processing things. I think that they feel a deficit in your energy, in your connection. When it comes to their thoughts, they're recognizing that you have offered them a lot of wisdom, a lot of information, either directly or second-handedly, through highlighting their actions or their behavior towards you and other people in their life. And from this, they kind of lost themselves for a little bit. I feel like your person felt jarred by this sort of mental clarity that you gave them, and they needed to take a bit of time out to digest things. It kind of feels like you coached them through something that helped them remove some sort of mask that they were hiding, because we had the mask at your bottom deck energy. You helped them see clearly. You helped them see what they truly want. I'm getting this energy of your person maybe the kind that likes glittery things and likes to be a bit of a show off when it comes to their achievements or their status or their money or their job. Like they might be that one who really makes sure people notices what they're wearing, that type of thing, when they go out. And they seem like they've changed a leaf here. They've turned a leaf. Their thoughts about this connection is positive, but they do highlight a deficit here of, well, how can I pay group one back? How can I possibly offer the same back? They feel wizened, but when it comes to their thoughts, they're very they think about very specifically some bit of wisdom or information that they gained from this connection. If you have had a deep and meaningful conversation with this person where you kind of cut them down a peg, it feels, and just told them the truth about something that they do. It wasn't about you, because you wish you had said more about what you want. It was something that they were doing and that they had done, their behavior or their path that they were on. You told them the truth, and that's something that not a lot of people say to them. It really struck them to their core, and it gave them a lot to think about. When it comes to their feelings for you, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, deception and envy, and we have the Wisdom card in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. Their feelings towards you highlight that mask that they were wearing primarily, with the Seven of Swords. Bottom deck energy was also the Three of Cups. So for those of you where it resonates, you could have an interference in your connection. It could be work, it could be friends, it could be another person, but it feels like your person didn't recognize this connection for what it was in the beginning with the deception and envy in reverse. This person had trouble figuring out the best path for them. So they had a finger in multiple pots, and they were sort of going with the flow and waiting to see where life took them. Their feelings towards you right now, though, is that they do want to clear the air. They want to take this more seriously, is what I was feeling when that Three of Cups came out reversed. They want to take this connection more seriously. They want to talk to you seriously. They want to understand you better. Because I feel like, I don't know why, but your recent interaction with them was mostly about them. They don't really know where they stand with you and what you want from them. Their feelings are that they do feel a level of guilt, mostly because there's something here, either a miscommunication on their part, or their actions led you to believe that they didn't care as much as they do with the Seven of Swords reversed. This person feels like they have to rectify some pretty shady behavior, in the very least, to salvage a friendship with you. Their feelings indicate someone who had potentially friend-zoned you or labeled you as someone who was just a good time. And I see now with the Three of Cups being reversed and the Seven of Swords reversed that they feel like that was big mislabel on their part. They feel like they kind of took you for granted, group one. This person feels like they need to clear things up. They think with their heart when they think of you, and they feel with their mind. So their head and their heart are very twisted together right now. When they think of you, they feel for you. When they feel for you, they think of you. So if somebody asked them how they felt about you and they didn't know that person and they were able to give that person an honest answer, they would tell that person that they have very fond memories of you and they feel like you're a very precious person that they took for granted. And they wish that they could have treated you better, in the very least. They wish they could have told you some sort of truth and taken their mask off earlier. We have the wisdom card over here as well. So I feel that their feelings are confused about what you want when it comes to the future. There's that deficit in wisdom here. They feel like they're still learning, whereas you seem to have your shit together, so to speak. You seem to have highlighted something very clearly to this person that made them think that they were legions behind you when it comes to development. It really looks like they want something with you, but they don't know what that would look like. For some of you, this would be an unconventional union of the two of you kind of figuring it out. Maybe not a lot of people like you get together. Like you may have like cultural differences, or this may be the first time they've been in a relationship like this that's either very serious or that is flexible, or there's an element of this that is untried and untested in their side. So they kind of don't know what that would look like, which is why this person, when it comes to their feelings, they feel like they want to try to get more from you than just advice, but they don't know what that would look like. Like, what would a relationship with you, how would it ground, is what they feel. Like, how would it's going to be unconventional, is what they feel. Now, when it comes to their intentions towards you, there's a lot of promise here. It's a lot more promising than their feelings, if I'm honest, because their feelings are so riddled with logic and guilt that it's hard to get honesty in just 3 cards. But when we look at their intentions, I'm seeing new beginnings. We have the Fool card over here. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse. And we also had that Ace of Wands, sorry. So Ace of Swords is interesting. I do think they want to tell you some sort of truth, and they're hoping that you will be honest. This person is wanting a new cycle. I feel that you're preparing for a new cycle, but it has to be different this time. With this 8 of Swords in reverse, we're not going through the same cycle of feeling like we're in the dark at the end of this with so many unanswered questions. Your person's main intention is to offer something substantial with the King of Pentacles. They want to reinvent this connection, and they want to open up about their feelings. They have a lot of feelings for you that they haven't explored, because they always seemed to tell themselves that it wasn't the right time to settle down, or that they had more to achieve in their own life. With the Temperance card here, they feel like you really do balance them overall. They feel like you are somewhat of a complementary energy in their life that they kind of need more of. I feel like they don't know a lot of people like you, group one, who sort of tells them how the truth about them. Like maybe you really just showed this person what honest communication looks like. But with the Fool card here, they want reinvention. They want a new path forward. They may surprise you with this as well, is what I'm getting. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, there's that energy again of taking it seriously this time. This person may want to explore a more sexual union with you if you haven't explored that yet. But they do intend on coming through more seriously. Like there's a lot of physical passion, but they also want a serious new start with you. With the Hermit here reversed, I do detect that this person has withdrawn. They pulled away. They were reflecting for some time, and they're hoping to come forward with information and to gain information. This person they come into your life to level up. And they realize now this pattern of you being able to offer them a lot of clarity about themselves and this life and what they truly want. So they are curious about you. They're very much invested in a new cycle with you. And I do see them coming your way, potentially as a surprise, group one, in order for this new beginning, so that they can get more information with the Hermit reverse. They don't want to be an outcast for the rest of their lives. I don't think this person has a lot of people in their life that truly understands them and knows them for who they are. This person seems to be the black sheep of the crowd who doesn't relate to a lot of people, and then you've come along and just offered them so much wisdom and insight and relativity. Like, this person felt like they didn't really relate with a lot of people, and you feel like a kindred energy. So in the very least, they want to be a better friend, but they're hoping for a more sexual union with you as well. And that's this person's energy, is they're very practical. Like, this person thinks in terms of like those instinctive feelings. They can't really feel from their heart space. They're someone who needs to really think about things and understand what that would mean for them. They can't really go, well, yes, the way that you're talking right now makes me feel like I could spend an eternity with you. Like, they're not that kind of person. There's a lot of like Uranus energy here and Taurus energy here, bit of Aries, Virgo, a lot of Uranus and Virgo. So like a lot of air energy. They're a big thinker. So when it comes to their emotions, they focus on their thoughts and how their people they're interested in make them feel sexually as well, because that is a big sign. Not to say that they're out here sleeping around everywhere, but they do. If they're really, 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 really attracted to someone, then they take that as a sign of, wow, this must be a special person. So with the Ace of Wands over here, they do intend on coming through with a very passionate new opportunity. They're hoping that the sparks will fly again. I don't know why. This person feels like they may have potentially jeopardized an opportunity with you, but they want that chemistry. They feel a strong chemistry towards you, group one, and they want that to continue. They want more of that. All right, so let's see what Spirit has to tell you about this connection. So Spirit, what should group one know about this connection? What is the truth of this connection, please, Spirit? What is the truth of this connection? Group one, please, Spirit. What do they need to know about this connection? Group one, what is the truth of this connection, please? I'm going to take that upright. I know it's reversed. We have the Garden and the Gate, just like you. You're so intuitive. This is the number 30. And this is the number 30. You know there is a new beginning coming. Maybe you've watched a lot of tarot readings as well, but you are highly intuitive yourself. And with the door to personal healing and success / happiness reversed, listen, I had just contradicted myself in the same breath of air. I said I wasn't going to take reversals, and then I've gone and reversed that. No, but I don't believe in coincidences. So the Garden and the Gate is an interesting card. I never read the guidebook for this deck. I've always read it intuitively. This card for me represents a decision. It represents growth. It represents expansion for the viewer, whoever draws this card. And the fact that this is the energy of your connection is very interesting. Your connection is expanding into a new beginning. It all is dependent on collaboration and mutual effort towards this with the three. You both have to want this in order for it to work. That is the only way your connection will receive a new beginning. Your person is over here reciprocating the Fool's opportunity of reinvention and surprise with Uranus backing. You're over here with your bottom deck energy, very aware that Uranus is changing things, receiving divine guidance that this connection is changing. You're protecting yourself against harmful energies, and you're hoping for the best when it comes to this person's intentions towards you. Spirit is indicating this connection is expanding, but you both have to want it. You both have to give and receive. And that is a bit of a heads up to you, because I do feel like you are guarded. If you want a future with this person, you do have to be honest. Now is the opportunity to say those things that you didn't say last time, to really express yourself from a position of courage is what I want to say. There was a beautiful message said in a Happy Souls video that I watched, Happy Twins 1111. What did she say? It was something like, it takes courage and unconditional love to say what is right in that moment, and to not withhold information based upon fear of rejection. Like, that's not what love is. If you say something because you know that they'll like it, That's not what true unconditional love is. If you withhold information because you are afraid that you'll either be rejected or you're afraid that they won't like it, then that's not what unconditional love is. This person comes into your life the next time because they know that you're someone who is going to tell them the truth, who is going to point out exactly what they need to know and hear in that moment. Your person trusts you, Group 1, and the Spirit is really encouraging you to continue having this courage to say what you feel, to say what is your truth, and to express what is your truth in this situation. I say express instead of say because I feel like this has the potential to become very physical between the two of you. This reunion energy, this person, it may happen in the proximity of other people. I see this person sort of stealing you away, that kind of energy, to try to steal a private moment with you. And they may come on physically, like, and just in a way of wanting you. So listen, just make sure you say and express what you need to in order for this new opportunity, if that's what you want. Regardless of whether you want to work on something here, there is an opportunity to start fresh, is what Spirit is saying. If you want this to work, you both have to want it. You both have to open up. You both have to let your guard down. This person trusts you. The deficit here is that some of you don't trust them now. If you don't want anything with this person, there is still something weighing heavily on your mind that needs to be expressed in order for you to let go of the baggage that is this connection and move forward. So just quickly, I want to get a couple of song cards for you from your person, and then I'll move on. Group 1, please, Spirit. What would their person say to them right now? Where's my mind? Sitting all alone, mouthful of gum in the driveway, Billie Eilish bellyache. You know what this tells me? This person is spending a lot of time alone in that guilt, in that feeling of, why did I do this? How can I make this better? What do I do from here? This person feels like a very masculine, motivated energy that wants to rectify their character in the very least. They want to be a better friend, and they're hoping for a new passionate beginning with you. But they do feel they spent a lot of time alone recently, a lot of time thinking, a lot of time reflecting, a lot of time feeling. This is someone who in the past didn't like feeling. They distracted themselves with their Knight of Wands energy. They've been feeling a hell of a lot lately. Group 1, please, Spirit. What would their person say to them if they could say anything right now? What would Group 1's person say to them if they could say anything right now, please? What would Group 1's person say? Oh, my days. You never had somebody stay a while. You're caught up in your ways. I'm not rushing, but when you need some loving, I'll be there. To Be Loved by Elijah Blake. That is such a precious song, and I do recommend you have a look at that. These are very melancholy, both of these songs. Bellyache by Billie Eilish and To Be Loved by Elijah Blake. Very melancholy. If you have time, I do recommend you look at the lyrics, because that is your person's energy, and they're still hopeful. They trust you. They trust that there's a reason why their actions towards you are weighing so heavily on their mind, and it's more than just, I got to be a better person. It's like, I have to be a better person for this person. So bottom deck energy on this card. What you want from me? Tried to buy your pretty heart, but the price too high. You got me like, don't you stop loving me. Love on the Brain by Rihanna. Group 1, this is your reading. I'm going to cut it there. You are, wow. Listen, thank you so much for dropping by and sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate all of your support. I hope this was helpful to help you understand where you're at, what you're thinking versus them, etc. Look after yourself, and I shall see you in another video. Bye! Hi, Group 2, and welcome. If you chose this beautiful piece of coral, then this is going to be your reading. Group 2, today we're asking Spirit, what is the future of this connection, you versus them? I'm going to be pulling a number of cards, so I do want to get right into it. I don't want to take up too much time pulling cards, but I also thought I'd better do this on camera just to show you that it's not premeditated. I also like shuffling on camera usually. Group 2, please, Spirit. What are their thoughts towards this connection? What is Group 2's thoughts towards this connection, please? They're showing me turquoise, the number 32. We have the moon and the throat chakra. They also have cry so praise at the bottom. At the bottom. Cry so praise at the bottom. Oh my Lord. All right, let's look at your feelings now. Group 2, please, Spirit. How are they feeling towards this connection? How is Group 2 feeling towards this connection? How is Group 2 feeling towards this connection? How is Group 2, feeling towards this connection? We have the 8 of Cups in the reverse. We have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. We have the 4 of Cups upright and the 7 of Swords. Interesting. I am going to run out of room for y'all. Holy heck. All right. Bottom deck energy is the 3 of Wands. Take the lead. Oh, wow. Let's have a look at your intentions towards this connection and the future of this connection. All right. Group 1, please, Spirit. What are their intentions towards this connection and this person? What is Group 1's intentions towards this connection and this person? What are Group 1's intentions towards this connection? Interesting. This came out for the other group. The 8 of Swords, but it's upright. That made me think of those bloody videos. Like, less I know, the better, but it's in the bathroom and it's 9 a.m. and you're crying. Like, the 8 of Swords, but it's upright. King of Cups upright. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but my head is just wow. The Wheel of Fortune, and we also have the 2 of Pentacles. So y'all got a lot of cards. My days. Let me keep going. We have Justice over here. So you want harmony. You want balance. You want a partnership. But, goodness me, yeah. This is interesting. All right, let's have a look at your person now. Hey, how is Group 2's person thinking about them and this connection? How is Group 2's person thinking about them and this connection? We have the 1. Oh my God, excuse me? Neo. Welcome. Oh my gosh, The Matrix is never too far away. That movie has so many references. Come on. All right, anyway, my gosh. Bottom deck energy is the Forest, you guys. You're part of their soul tribe. This person recognizes you. They see you. They're like, you're my person. Or at least you're a person I was meant to meet in this lifetime. Goodness me. So Group 2, please, Spirit. What is their person's feelings towards Group 2? Sacrifice. Holy heck. Okay, the Hanged Man. Sacrifice. Group 2, what are their feelings? Suffering in silence. My Lord. What is their person's feelings towards them in this connection? We have hope amidst all of that. Okay. Bottom deck energy is new beginnings in the reverse. There's delays. They feel like there's delays on your side, Group 2. All right, Group 2, what is their person's intentions towards them, towards this connection? What is Group 2's person's intentions towards them in this connection? We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. What is this person's intentions towards them in this connection? Hello. We have the Hierophant upright. Okay, wow. What is this person's intentions? We have the 5 of Wands. Okay. Because you got 4, I might just grab one more. Thank you. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming up. Bottom deck energy is the Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay, so regardless of gender, your person is incredibly attracted to you. And I feel, look at that cute little black cat. Oh, they're so attracted to you. And they acknowledge that potentially there could be more healing done in this connection together. But they also feel like you have a hoarding energy. You're a hard person. Did you hear me talking about another cat? Oh, please. All right. They do feel like, for whatever reason, it's going to be difficult to, I'm hearing, buy your time. Like, how much does your time cost, Group 2? You're a hard person to see. Anyway, let's start over here with you, all right? Let's start with you. I got to make sure I don't mess these up too much. Anyway, your thoughts are turquoise, 32, and the moon with your throat chakra. I feel like you acknowledge a lot of mystery in this connection. This connection is something that potentially you haven't experienced before. I feel like this connection keeps you up late at night. You think about this at nighttime especially, potentially in the morning as well. I feel like you know you have to make a decision about this person and this situation, and you feel a lot of pressure here of like, well, do I stay or do I go? Like, what do I do? How do I move forward? I feel you desiring communication with this person. You do think about them a lot. You potentially fantasize about them a lot as well. I feel like you fantasize about having an opportunity with them again, but with the number being 32 on this card, it's almost like there's a lot of complicated energies in this, and you fantasize mostly about a simpler way, an easier way, a way forward that isn't necessarily as cluttered as you perceive this situation to be. I want to say that on your end, a lot of your thoughts are fears that have been blown out of proportion, group 2, mostly because instead of seeking the truth from this person, you've sought the truth through your fantasies, which has led to a lot more illusion rather than truth. When it comes to your feelings, we have the 8 of Cups here in the reverse, telling me that this is someone you struggle to move forward from. Potentially you've tried, group 2. Potentially you've tried to date other people. You've tried to do other things. You've tried to move on from them, but they always pull you back. This is a cycle you can't seem to close. And you feel like a part of you will always want this person. Your heart will always want this person. But with the 4 of Cups over here, you also just struggle to see the opportunities in this connection. It feels like this connection is behind you and you're trying to face the other way. It feels like you're struggling to wear your heart on your sleeve, however you sit. If this person isn't going to move towards you, obviously, I don't see you moving towards them, obviously. I see you wanting the stars to align and bring the two of you together. I also see that this is a constant state that you seem to get in. You're very reflective when it comes to this person, and you're struggling to recognize whether anyone can make you feel the way that they do. I feel like your feelings for this person run deeper than you'll allow yourself to truly feel, because you're either afraid that this person's opportunity, like you may feel like they may either reject you or that it is, there's just a lot that hasn't been explored when it comes to your feelings for them. Group 2, for whatever reason, you cut yourself short and you choose to keep them in a fantasy rather than ground this for what it could be. And it feels very frustrating because I want to say that you're not happy. You don't feel satisfied with your life and with where this situation is. For the 4 of Cups to come out, you're bored, to say the least. And if you are in another relationship, it feels like you're not emotionally connecting to these other people. It feels like you may have missed out on an opportunity here with this person. With the 9 of Pentacles being reversed, I do see when it comes to your feelings for them, you either haven't told them how you feel or you haven't really grounded this with them. There's a feeling of keeping it private here, hoarding it almost, and not wanting to explore it. I almost feel like you're protecting other people to do this. It kind of feels like you've pegged yourself into this fantasy to protect others, but really at this point in time, you're kind of saying that when the only person you seem to be trying to protect is yourself now. Like, I'm getting a big energy of these fears don't exist. Like, a lot of this is illusions that have been exacerbated because they've been withheld. Instead of seeking the truth from this person, you've relied on your fantasies to show you the truth, to tell you the truth. And it kind of feels like the only person you're protecting right now is yourself. It feels like this situation is unfortunately very, very stuck because of a lack of, how do I word this? By protecting other people, you've also prevented yourself from having the happiness you deserve. Okay, this well-deserved reward is there, but you're telling yourself you can't have it. I can't have it, I can't have it. But it's there. It's almost there for you. Like, it's there waiting on this tower, standing there for you. But you're saying, I can't have it, I can't have it, I can't have it. We also had the 7 of Swords here. So you're potentially being very shady. Listen, I use that lightly. It's going to vary for each and every one of you. But with Seek the Truth here, group 2, you want clarity, but you're not willing to give it. I see you trying to be very strategic, trying to be very, like, you're not going to be out here doing anything out of your comfort zone. And your person knows this about you too. They know that if they want to get some answers from you, they can't just expect you to reach out and tell them. But this person is in a period of trying to, anyway, we'll get to them next. For you, it really feels like your feelings are hidden on purpose. You are making an effort at this point to keep them hidden. For whatever reason, you're telling yourself you can't have this connection, but you also can't get over them. When it comes to your actions and intentions, I see you honestly getting stuck in this cycle of keeping things inward with the Eight of Swords. You're not comfortable doing anything outside of your comfort zone. You're waiting for the universe to really make this happen for you. You're waiting for the universe to pull you out of this and to make it all happen for you. It's like you won't, okay, you're not going to reach out to this person and tell them how you feel, because even though you can't stop thinking about them and you fantasize about them, you keep telling yourself that you're protecting other people by staying away, when what you're doing is you're preventing yourself from your happiness. Spirit is saying that some of these people you're protecting, they need to know the truth as well. Like, a lot of people are seeing this for what it is. I feel like this is crazy, but you're not as stealthy as you think you are, group 2. Some people are seeing straight through you, and they know that there's something up here. Like, they know that when they mention that person's name, you act a certain way. When they invite you to places where that person may be, you act a certain way. Like, you're not as stealthy as you think you are. And a lot of people at this point are just noticing you go down when it comes to how much you choose to share. You're not as open as you used to be because you're very stuck in this cycle with these 2 eights of ignoring or trying to suppress your feelings and then getting stuck in this mental vortex of thoughts and energy. And it really feels like your intentions aren't going to break or change this connection. And that is a major blockage here, because we have a dreamer on this side who is like hoping and wanting the best, but is losing faith in your intentions. And I can understand why, because intuitively they're picking up on the fact that you're not going to do anything. I see with the Two of Pentacles here that you do have to simplify something here. When it comes to your intentions, you seem to be juggling something, and you're maintaining that with the Two of Pentacles. You're maintaining the fact that you can do that, group 2. It's like you're either juggling school and your social life, or you're not really prioritizing this, is what it feels. Even though the King of Cups is out here saying that your feelings run deep, group 2, saying that you do care, you're not prioritizing this. It's almost like this person has to try and fit to be in your life, and that may be where you're at. Like, I don't know what happened before this. Maybe this person truly deceived you, and now you're just really hesitant to letting them back in, but you're not making it fair or easy. Like, this person is guessing a hell of a lot, and 9 times out of 10 they're not on the money because you're not on the money either. Like, they're trying to figure out how you feel, but you don't even know how you feel. You won't allow yourself to feel. And I don't see you trying to make an effort here when it comes to them. You're very busy apparently, and you're just juggling all these things. And if they are meant to be in your life, the universe will force them in. And it's like this person's kind of like in a period of just waiting and waiting and waiting. And honestly, we'll get to them next, but I kind of want to, like, I feel really sad for them. But anyway, with your King of Cups, I do see that you have a lot of feelings, but you keep them so controlled. And it's like you expect it first before you give. And that's, I think, where this connection is at a standstill, because you can't just give. You can't just receive. You can't just expect the universe to give you things without you giving first. And that's why you're so unsatisfied. That's why there's so many illusions, is because there's such a big deficit here in what you're willing to give, which in turn means that the universe isn't going to work a miracle for you. The universe is going to pump the brakes and stop until you're able to show that you want this. It's kind of a standstill on your side. Your biggest blockage in this connection is yourself, group 2. And I have to say that because That is what I'm getting so strongly. If you want love, you have to allow yourself to have love. Maybe it's not with this person, and that's okay, but they're who's coming through in this reading, and I see a lot of love for them that you're refusing to explore. So let's go over to your person now. When it comes to their thoughts, they honestly see you as someone incredibly special with the one coming out. They see you as someone who is a part of their soul family. This person recognized you as soon as they saw you. They were potentially very confused by the feelings they had for you. They strike me as a soft soul, a soft energy. And I do think that this person was just kind of trying to figure out, like, what is this? Who is this? Why do I feel this strongly about this person? There was this energy of them gathering information from secondary sources about you. This person was too timid to sort of ask you up front all of the things that they wanted to say. So they were potentially asking like mutual friends about you. They were potentially like researching you online, like just looking for as much information about you as they could get. I'm hearing that American bird, flightless bird, American mouth, stole me a dog-eared map and looked for you everywhere. Have I found you? So with the sacrifice here, when it comes to your person's feelings, they are stuck on you. This person feels like there's something special between the two of you. They have hope in this connection, but they also feel like they're in a position here where they're basically in the dark, not hearing or seeing any truth at all. Their feelings for you are also hidden and suppressed because they're in a period of trying to heal something here. They are maintaining hope. They're very stuck on you, but this person is in a passive, almost feminine energy of trying to figure out what the truth is here. And they're not getting a lot from you. Like, I'm getting that this person doesn't, you guys aren't talking, okay? That's what I feel. You're not talking. And this person is honestly just trying to overcome a tough cycle. And I don't want to say it's entirely because of you, group 2. Your person may struggle with mental health. They're isolating themselves from a lot of people in order to gain their own clarity. They honestly have regrets when it comes to this connection of potentially not opening up to you sooner. This person is a hesitant, sensitive person who seems to take their time to really connect with people in general, let alone when it comes to romance. They may be the kind of person who takes a while to jump into anything. I might be jumping the gun there, but yeah, they feel like they're stopped, they're still, they're stagnant. They're just sitting there waiting for the dawn. They're waiting for the light, essentially. They're waiting for a sign, essentially. This person is, honestly, they're just waiting for you, group 2. They're waiting for clarity. They're waiting for whatever this is. This person feels like they have to wait for you. I don't know why. We have the 5 of Wands over here indicating competition. So potentially you are dating other people. You are seeing other people. When it comes to their actions and intentions towards you, this person sees that these challenges can be overcome. Your person is trying not to focus on the fact that there are challenges, but the fact that the challenges can be overcome. There was potentially a point in time where you both said that this situation was just too challenging, or there was just too many obstacles. There's no way this is going to work. And whether you had that conversation or not, you both sort of thought that, and you both tried to move away from that. But neither of you have been successful, and your person is in a position of clarity now where they're starting to see, or they have seen for a while, that there's a reason why they can't stop thinking about you and feeling for you. This person's energy runs deep for you. They honestly hold a lot of hope, and they feel like you're a guiding star for them. You've inspired this person in some way. There's something very unique about their connection with you. It's inspired them to do something different with their life or with themselves. They may have had a major transformation after they met you, but it just feels like this person now is in a period of wanting stability and commitment. Like they want something serious this time, and they're willing to wait for it. But I'm hearing that they're not going to keep their door open for you forever. With the Knight of Cups reversed, there's this feeling of this person's emotions may have been taken advantage of. Like this person is quite soft, you guys. Like they just make me want to cry, if I'm honest. Oh my Lord. And whether that was you or other people, it kind of feels like they're taking the dating world slow, but they are open to long-term commitments. Like when it comes to dating, for some reason, this person just wasn't getting the experiences they wanted. They're not out here looking for one-night romances. Like they want something serious, and their intentions towards this connection is that They're still healing something. I don't see your person reaching out to you. I see them waiting for you to reach out for them. When it comes to this connection, there's competition that needs to settle, and they feel like it's potentially on your side, group 2. They feel like you're juggling things. You're too busy for them. There's some sort of competition here with the 5 of Wands. They want a serious commitment from you, but they're seeing that you're not ready to give it. And so they've kind of closed their heart off to you with the Knight of Cups. This person isn't going to reach out to you. They feel like they're needing to end a difficult cycle by themselves. So let's see what Spirit has to say about this connection. Yeah. Oh, gosh. That's not the deck. All of that crazy shuffling for nothing. It wasn't even the right deck. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, group 2. Angel of Balance. What is the future of this connection, Spirit? What is the truth of this connection? What does group 2 need to hear about this connection? What is the truth of this connection? Yeah. Listen, we have deceit and we have adjacent possibilities. So potentially this is a situation of the 2 of you breaking up, and this person's come through in your reading. But group 2, what I'm hearing here with that patience is that Spirit's kind of indicating the time has come. Like, this is the time for balance in your journeys individually. I feel like neither of you are willing to give, and Spirit's kind of saying if that's where you're at, then it's time to try to move forward, because it's not going to happen unless somebody changes their actions. And from your person's side, I don't know what they're going through, but their energy is so sad, and they're just trying to stay hopeful each and every day. And then from your side, I also feel like you're not happy, but you're not willing to budge from this fantasy. You're still invested in this illusion, and you're too busy to reach out to them. You're waiting for the universe to pull you together. This person is in a period of selfishness because I feel like they almost have to be. I feel like this person may have been taken advantage of quite recently. Listen, when Spirit is saying there's deceit in this connection, mostly because you're not either being faithful to one another or you're entertaining adjacent possibilities right now, basically. Your energy isn't invested in this. The truth of this connection is there is so much that hasn't been spoken. Spirit is saying there is so much that hasn't been said, which is creating more and more confusion. You don't know what to do anymore because of this lack of clarity on both sides. It's almost like if you want clear answers, you have to give clear answers, group 2. That's the best advice I can give you. You're being so closed off and expecting a miracle to happen, but you have to give in order to receive here. When given the opportunity, I feel like you really have to, it's almost like you have to turn around and see that there's a whole world behind you. There's a cup here. There's something being offered to you that you're saying, I can't have this. I can't have this. I'm not allowed to touch that. With the Angel of Balance here, it's almost like the universe wants balance, but at this point, you're at a standstill because no one is giving. Like, the momentum has stopped on both sides. The energy is stuck. And they keep saying that it's going to stay stuck like this until someone does something. With the Tower and Patience reverse, these 2 16s, you both have big feelings for one another, but you're both going to be just as stuck, just as bored, just as sad, until somebody decides to take action. And until you know what you truly want, this is always going to be that feeling of, well, it coulda, woulda, shoulda happened, but it didn't. I really got to talk straight here, because there's no fantastical anomaly that is going to create this balance. It is up to the 2 of you. The universe only rewards action that is given in the first place. Energy is constant, but if you're not feeding into something, that momentum eventually stops, and that's where you're at. You're at a complete standstill because no one is giving anymore. even in terms of your feelings, you're telling yourself you can't feel that anymore. And your person is like, I don't feel anything anymore, so what do I do? And they're over here suffering in silence. You're over here suffering in silence. There's no momentum here. Spirit is saying there is always going to be illusion in this connection for as long as you allow illusion to be your truth. Until you seek truth from the source, there is always going to be a level of deceit here because you're deceiving yourself. This person may have deceived you in the past, but at this point, this deceit is being perpetuated by a lack of information gathering from the appropriate sources. I feel balance wanting, like I feel you wanting balance, but I also just see you being at a standstill. So what is the advice, please, Spirit? Because I'm just like getting frustrated here. I can feel the Fool card, and that's so interesting because your person had the Fool card too as their bottom deck energy, but it was blocked. The Fool card, Spirit saying go for it. What is the advice here? What is the advice? What is the advice for this connection, please, Spirit? We have the Emperor in the reverse. What is the advice here? We have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, okay. The Star, the Tower, my Lord. And we also have the Two of Wands. So first of all, you are drifting from one another. The Two of Cups is your bottom deck energy. This is a significant person, Group 2. This is potentially a soulmate. I don't know where you're at. Listen, this may be an ex who you broke up with, but it feels like someone who coulda, woulda, shoulda, but they didn't. If this is a relationship that you do want, Spirit is indicating your paths are going like this, okay? Like someone's out here ready for a new beginning by themselves because they weren't given the impression that they were going to have a partner by their side. But I feel like with the Two of Cups here, there is so much love, there is so much mutual energy, like there's a kindred energy here. You're both mirroring each other in different ways, and where you're entertaining adjacent possibilities, they are too. I strongly feel your person moving away from you very soon because they feel that you're doing that already. They feel that you're out here trying to do other things. There is this need to cleanse your energy with the Ten of Wands. Potentially you're carrying too much right now. You're carrying too many responsibilities. You're trying to protect too many people. If these people are grown, if they're hairy, they can protect themselves. I really, really, really feel like this lie that you're saying of needing to protect other people is actually you protecting yourself from rejection. And what that's doing is preventing yourself from achieving this level of happiness that you deserve. Now, whether this person will make you happy isn't something that is their role. A relationship can enrich your life, but that happiness comes from within. This boredom, this fear of intimacy, or this fear of letting others in, it comes from within. And I feel like there is a new beginning here, but unfortunately, I feel like because of the lack of action, or the lack of interaction, this beginning is coming like that, my Group 2s. If that's what you want, if this is an ex you're trying to let go, then know that they are going to get better. But if this is someone who you want a future with, you guys need to do something. Talk to them next time you see them, or just send that lighthearted message. I don't know. It really does feel like you're at a standstill when it comes to this energy, and your paths are diverting. I see your paths separating into two different lanes. And it's not to say that you won't come together in future, but I do feel like your person's energy, you guys, is out here looking for a relationship that is committed. And if they meet someone who is going to give them the commitment that they want, this is someone who feels like once they get into something, it's for a long time. So I do need to tell you that your energy is complicated, but it doesn't have to be. You're carrying too many responsibilities, Group 2. You need to declutter your energy and realize that there is time for your happiness. You always have time for joy. You always have time for love. You should always have time for your happiness. With the Tower card reversed, there has been a Tower moment here. The truth was revealed to both of you, but a lack of action has led to this debris just building up. Nobody has attempted to create the new strong foundations in this relationship. So what could have, would have, should have been is just a destroyed tower of illusions and rubble. And with the Emperor reversed, Spirit is really highlighting that this fear is going to control this outcome. And at this point, that fear leads to two separate outcomes. There is still hope in this connection with the Star card. There is still an opportunity for a new beginning. Aquarius is blessing this and saying you can have a surprise future together. Like you can have a reinvented future together. It doesn't have to be this way, but for as long as you tell yourself you can't, you never will. So group 2, that is what I'm seeing for you. Just in closing, I want to get a song card for you. What would group 2's person say to them if they could say anything right now? What would group 2's person say to them if they could say anything right now? What would group 2's person say to them if they could say anything? Okay. Bottom deck energy is where's my mind? Sitting all alone, mouthful of gum in the driveway. Bellyache, Billie Eilish. This person is spending a lot of time reflecting and thinking, trying to heal, trying to understand themselves. The first song that came out for you was Drove Down the Wrong Street on the Right Day. I don't have cold feet, but it's hard to read you, babe. Oh, I love you whole. You're like gold to me. Dirt Cheap by Lime Cordiale. Absolutely. This person has a lot of emotion. They weren't expecting you is what it feels like. They weren't expecting to meet you, and you're so impactful. They do feel like you could be the one, like you're a significant person, but I also feel like there's this sacrifice energy. I don't know. I'm not too sure what happened in your past, but in your present, your person feels like they've sacrificed a lot, and they haven't gained a lot based on what they've given. I'm not too sure what happened here, but there is a pause on both ends. Now we also had, I'll be the bad guy now, but no, I'm not too proud. I couldn't be there even when I tried. Circles by Post Malone. And we also have puffed along a cigarette that went and made me sick. Spent another day pretending I was over it. Back in my body, Maggie Rogers. This person is trying to reinvent themselves, group 2. They do think that there is hope in this connection. They do think that you are so important and special, but they also are struggling to see that you want what they want. Their mind is showing them the lack of action on your side. Their mind is telling them that if you would have wanted something with them, you would have reached out to them by now. And their mind and their eyes are telling them that it's time to end this tough cycle. This person has potentially been beating themselves up for a very long time, and they're just trying to heal in a way that they get what they deserve, if that makes sense. But group 2, that's what I see for you. I'm going to have to cut it there. It's been a very long reading. I do have other videos about guidance or specifically asking spirit, well, what would happen if I reached out, etc. If you do want to have a look at those and see if there's messages for you there. I hope this did clarify what you're feeling versus what they're feeling and why you're at such a standstill. The momentum has died. There is no way forward unless you give. But anyway, goodness me, I'm going to leave it there. Sending you so much love and light, group 2. Thinking of you especially today, and I shall see you in another video. Bye. Hi, group 3, and welcome. If you chose this granite stone, then this is going to be your reading. Group 3, real quick. I'm sorry, I should have done this before. I'm just going to light some Palo Santo quickly. I did have a little break, but I forgot to do that after group 2's reading. I need to cleanse this air. Not that there's anything wrong with that reading, but I just need to really make sure that we're clear, we're fresh, we're ready to go. So today's reading is asking spirit, you versus them. What is the future of this connection? We're going to be looking at your current thoughts, your current feelings, your current intentions, and then we're going to be looking at your person's thoughts, their feelings, and their intentions. Now, the main reason why I'm saying this is the future of the connection is because our actions, thoughts, behaviors today create our future. So you're going to very clearly see where this future, where this connection is headed based upon what you both intend to do. So group 3, please, spirit. What is their thoughts? You got the light amethyst coming out for you. Reinvention. Interesting. Trusting yours. Yeah, a lot of Aquarius energy here. Wow, Uranus and Aquarius. Uranus and Aquarius with some third eye chakra. Who are you, group 3? This is exciting. Okay. What about your feelings now? Excuse me, that was terrible. What is group 3 feeling for their person? What is group 3 feeling for their person, Spirit? What is group 3 feeling? Oh my days! I'm hearing that Heartless Bastard song. And I'm weak. Oh, only for you. That's so cute. Anyway, sorry. That was the Devil card and the dreams coming true. Bottom deck energy is win or lose in the reverse. Ooh, win or lose. Ooh, sorry, I'm like, whoa. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look at your intentions. What are group 3's intentions? Oh, I'm so hungry, group 3. Are you hungry? I'm hungry. Kirk's hungry. What is group 3's intentions towards this connection? We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Oh my goodness, I'm getting triggered by group 2's reading again. The King of Cups upright and the Two of Pentacles. This is a different energy for you though, because you got the heart chakra out here too. All right, interesting. Bottom deck energy is your Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You guys, with the Nine of Cups under that and the Four of Pentacles. Let's keep going and then I'll tell you what I'm feeling. You're so stubborn, group 3. I wouldn't be surprised if this is my group. Oh my lord. All this Aquarius and Capricorn energy. We do have Scorpio, Pisces. Excuse me? How dare I? What have I forgotten? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer down here. All right, group 3, please, Spirit. What are their person's thoughts towards this connection? Oh my God, we have the animal. Ooh. Okay, y'all are very attracted to one another. Let me just say that. We also have Anima Mundi. Ooh, interesting. Collective energies. Collective. This person is like, I feel you. I feel you. You're in my psyche. This person thinks about you a lot too is what I'm getting, but let's get more. Let's get more. What is group 3's person's feelings towards them in this connection? What is group 3's person's feelings towards them in this connection? Group 3's, yeah, there's a really, ooh, this is interesting. That came out for group 2. Some of you guys may feel called to this reading at different times. You may watch group 2 and then come back for group 3. We have the Empress coming out for you. Excuse you, sir. And we have the Ace of Swords. Excuse me? You just ate. We also have the Five of Swords as your bottom deck energies. So let us get some tarot cards. He literally just ate in front of me and then howled down the hallway like he's neglected. Excuse me? That's just offensive. All right, let's have a look at your thoughts. Their actions, sorry. Excuse me, where are we up to? I was so distracted by that whole fiasco. Group 3, what is their person's intentions towards this connection? What is this person's intentions towards this connection? I can still hear that song. I can't take those. You're going to have to be very clear. What are your intentions towards this connection? Very clearly. Thank you. Oh. Okay, we have the King of Cups coming out. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles. Do you see how quick that was? I was like, no, no, no. You have to be very clear. I was like, okay, one more card, please. Very clearly. What is group 3's intentions towards this, their person's intentions towards this connection? Group 3's person's intentions. One card very clearly. What is group 3's person's intentions towards this connection, please? What are this person's intentions towards this connection? Oh my God, I said one card. We have the Sun, and we also have the Queen of Wands, and we also have the Five of Swords. One card. All right. Now, bottom deck energy on their side is the Hanged Man reverse. Yeah, this person's like, I'm sick of waiting. What's going on? Where have you been? What have you been doing? And you're over here like, I've just been doing the same thing that I've always been doing. So listen, let's start with you. Your thoughts are that this connection needs a revamp, but you're waiting on divine guidance to direct you in which path. You're very chill, you're very zen, you're meditating potentially, spending a lot of time to yourself, just recentering your energy, understanding yourself better, understanding what you're feeling guided to do. I feel like you're are doing a lot of holistic stuff at the moment. Like you're just feeling your way through. It doesn't mean that you're doing 100% great. Like you're having your days where you feel a little bit more down. But when it comes to your thoughts towards this connection, it's like you're just waiting for the divine guidance on how to move forward. And I feel this positively, group 3. I feel this in the sense of you are where you need to be, if that makes sense. Like you are where you need to be. I feel like you think about this person a lot, though. They're always on your mind. You're both in the root of each other's psyches, apparently. So you're there all the time. You potentially dream about this person, but I want to say that you think of a future with them one way or another. You think of a future with them. When it comes to your feelings for them, I've heard the song Only For You by Heartless Bastards, and the Devil card came out. So it feels like you do feel a strong attachment to them. You feel like you're almost a slave to this connection. Like they manipulate you in a way that only they can. Like not a heck of a lot of people make you feel like this, group 3. Your heart is just like in a box for this person. And only they have the key. It really does feel like this at times is very frustrating for you, and you've just had to accept that for whatever reason this person has such a deep impact in towards your feelings. And they seem to just be your wish come true with the 9 of Cups here. They seem to just be like, if they could be your person in the physical, then your life would be complete. When it comes to your intentions towards this person, we're being shown the Ace of Swords reversed with the King of, with the King of Cups. And we also had the Two of Pentacles. So I got the King of Cups and the Two of Pentacles in the last reading, but it has a different connotation in yours. I feel like you're trying to make room for this person. I feel like your intentions are pure, if I'm honest, but I also feel you aren't going to do a lot in the sense of you're going to be measured and wait for this person to come towards you. And I think that that is what you've been divinely guided to do. I feel you trying to declutter your energy, whereas your person's energy is quite cluttered right now. You're out here being very balanced, trying to balance yourself out, and you feel like you're doing this in the sense of liberating yourself for a new beginning. You're acknowledging that potentially this new beginning can't happen now, but it could very well happen soon. So I see you really trying to balance yourself out. Your intentions are to be more balanced and to make room for a new beginning with this person in your life. I do potentially see you just trying to be more open towards love in general, and you're wanting people who are reliable and I want to say responsible for whatever reason with the King of Cups here. You feel like you need someone who is emotionally mature and who is going to balance you out, and you're hoping that this person will be in that energy. Honestly, they got the King of Cups too, so I'm just super excited for that. But anyway, let's go over to their side now. When we got thoughts, we got the animal for them. Number 19, the animal. Sweets, they think about you so much. With the animal coming out, I can't lie, it's very sexually charged, okay? It's very sexually charged. You make them feel primal. Like there's an energy here of like they get carried away in their thoughts of you. And this person is a very like logical person in the best of ways. Like their fantasies have a practical side to them. So what I'm feeling is that, you know, there's us that, well, I'm just pinning myself in this corner with you. There's those of people, and I am one of them, who when they dream, they have like realistic dreams, and then they have dreams that are just like complete blown out fantasies. Like how in the world would that ever happen? But it's fun to think about. This person likes that, but the most of their fantasies are so real that they are very good at manifesting in that way. Like they have a way of realizing, is that the best word for it? Creating their reality through their fantasies by making it practical, by making it tangible, by thinking of it in a way where it could possibly happen. Like it's not too fantastical to be a fantasy. Their dreams and their thoughts could play in a movie theater and Michael Bay would be directing it. People would go, wow, Transformers? I don't know about that. But it's so realistic that for a minute you believe it, you know? It kind of just feels like this person's thoughts are manifesting a new opportunity with you, and they think about you so much. Their thoughts are mostly sexual, but with the Anima Mundi, this person is starting to think about how everything has aligned, how everything is coming together, how you two actually met each other exactly when you were meant to, and how there seems to be a higher reason for this. It's like this energy of wanting to be a part of a higher purpose as well. So maybe they see you as someone who could liberate them from their circumstances. They feel like they're trapped as well. So where you have the Devil card, they have the Hanged Man in the reverse. This person feels trapped in their circumstances. Their feelings for you are strong, and I want to say consistent is what's coming through. So that has been a big awakening for them. This person has potentially been very slow moving, group 3, and I feel like it's taken them a long time to realize what their feelings truly mean. But their feelings for you are consistent to the point where they're like, okay, so this isn't going to change. Maybe it's time to start acting upon that then. Maybe it's time to tell the truth. Their feelings have recently showed them the truth with the Ace of Swords being here. Their feelings have recently helped them gain clarity, I'm hearing conviction. So their feelings have shown them the truth in a way where they can't deny it anymore. With the Empress here, I feel like they want growth, they want stability, they want something very long term. This person may be like thinking of such a stable future with you that children are involved, for example. They're looking at you as someone who could be the parent of their children. Regardless, this person does want to create something with you that has long-term longevity energy with the Empress there. This person sees you as a creator in your own way, and they want to collaborate with you. When it comes to their intentions, you guys, this person is slow moving with the Knight of Pentacles. They're very slow moving. They have to do things the right way. I see this person wanting to do things the right way. So depending on where you're at with your timeline, this person's thoughts on you are very clear. Their feelings for you are very clear. They want more with you, but they want it to be done the right way. They want to eventually, with the King of Cups here, you both have it, be the mature, responsible, reliable person that you need. I see feelings here, and I see them being mutual, but I also am failing to see like how this is going to happen, because I don't see a hell of a lot of initiative on either sides. I'm seeing like the Ace of Swords twice, the King of Cups twice, this feeling of being stuck twice, fantasies twice. But there's also a lack of like, well, who's going to take the first step? It's very interesting. With the Sun over here reversed, I feel like this person is trying to look at this connection with optimism. Their intentions towards you are quite realistic, if I'm honest. Maybe the circumstances aren't ideal for whatever reason. They're not ideal at the moment, and we did have you over here trying to simplify things in your life. Your person's energy is a bit complicated right now when it comes to their intentions. I'm not seeing a clear path forward, but we know that they are very clear about how they feel for you. They think about you a lot, and they seem to want to do things right with you. They seem to want to eventually have something very stable with you. But for whatever reason, the circumstances right now seem complicated. We have the Queen of Wands over here reversed. So maybe this person is struggling with confidence issues, or they're struggling with something that is holding them back in some way. I feel with the Queen of Wands that for whatever reason, they're being pushed away right now. I will clarify this just out of curiosity, but with the Five of Swords reversed, they are overcoming this challenge of communication, and I want to say action. Like this person's potentially, they have a pessimistic side to them. Most earth signs do. Most air signs do as well. So there's a hint there if they could be an earth or an air sign. Pisces, listen, we all have a pessimistic side to us, but they could be Pisces. It just feels like they have a pessimistic attitude at times that keeps them stuck. And that is a challenge they need to overcome through consistent actions, consistent thoughts, processes. Like with the Five of Swords here, they are aware of how their thoughts have held them back in the past. This pessimistic attitude has held them back in the past. not just from this connection, but from other things. And I feel like there is a strong attraction towards you, but they might even be a bit afraid of you with the Queen of Wands here reversed. They're a bit afraid of something here. Let me get some clarity really quickly. Like, we got 2 Ace of Swords here, and I still can't get clarity. Group 3. What is going on here? How is this connection supposed to move forward? Actually, I'm jumping the gun. That's something we're asking Spirit. That's not something we're clarifying here. Actually, I do want to clarify what's going on in this person's life. Why is this person so stuck and yet so liberated? Yeah, it's their mental health. It's their deposition in terms of the way that they think. They don't have a sweet disposition, sorry. They have a very sour disposition right now. They're trying to overcome their attitude. With the 5 of Cups reversed, they're trying to focus on what they do have. This person may be overcoming a loss in their personal life or just a lot of change in their personal life, but they're trying to come out of this. They're trying to focus more on the 2 of Cups. It is something that is going on internally with them, and they do see a lot of potential in your connection, so they're trying to, it's almost like they're giving themselves a window here. It could be 2 weeks for some of you, it could be 2 months, it could be 2 days, but it feels like they're giving themselves a time frame of how they can fix themselves, of how long they can take to fix themselves, and then they intend on crossing paths with you again. With the Fool card being the bottom deck energy, I see them just needing to focus on their mental health and whatever's going on with them mentally here before they can allow this new beginning. And the universe is actually corroborating that. The universe really wants that to happen, because this is a part of that person's journey forward, is them understanding where their lack of action or where their thought process has let them down in the past. Now, Spirit, what is the truth of this connection, please? What is the future? What is the truth of this connection? What does Group 3 need to know? What is the truth of this connection, please, Spirit? I'm still hearing that song. Oh, I love that song. I want to play it after this. All right, what is the truth of this connection, please, Spirit? Oh, ooh, ooh. So first of all, right now you're both supposed to be resting and rejuvenating. You are both supposed to be in your positions of focus. Oh my days, look at this. Your thoughts are exactly what the future of this connection is. Look at that pose. You are supposed to be doing whatever it is that you're doing right now. Even if it feels like you're not doing a lot, you are supposed to be where you are right now. The door to personal healing and happiness indicates that there will be a door opening for you to step through with this person that will create more stability, more harmony. 3 to 4 makes me think that expansion, collaboration will lead to stability in this connection, but you both have to step up to the plate. With the 3 here, I'm seeing like spirit, the collective consciousness here guiding you, you and your person. All 3 of you have to move forward and want this for both of you. And I do see that eventually happening. It's just dependent on this person's healing right now. They do need to focus on that sour disposition. Now, with indecision showing up for you reversed, there is this energy of you both decluttering your confusion, your thought processes, where your energy has been invested, and you've done an amazing job of that over here. Your person is on the cusp of being where you are as well. They're not quite there, but they're very close to being there. And the reason why all these cards needed to come out was to visually highlight that their situation is a little bit more complicated than yours. We have a perfect 6 over here, and we have whatever the hell this is over here. They're getting there, but they do need more time to declutter and to clarify. Their thoughts are clear, their feelings are clear, but when it comes to their intentions, they have to focus on their healing right now and switching up that headspace so that they can attract their wish fulfillment into their life, just like you are attracting your wish fulfillment into your life, vice versa. We are so ahead of time. What else can I get, you guys? Let's get some tarot. I wanted this to be a quick reading, but I didn't think it was going to be this quick. Group 1 and 2 were quite lengthy, so let me see what else I can get you. Actually, what else do they need to know about this connection? And then we'll get some channeled messages. What else does Group 3 need to know about this connection? All right. Bottom deck energy is the Father of Swords reverse. So you both think about each other a lot, and I both feel that you want to say something, but you're both waiting for the right time. With the Son of Cups here, I do see the opportunity to get to know each other again, potentially more intimately this time. With the Knight of Cups, this could pertain towards dating. It also just reflects a heart-to-heart conversation. There is a timid energy behind that card. Remember, oh no, that wasn't you, sorry. But there is a timid energy here. It's this feeling of like, when the time is right, I need to tell this person how I feel, and vice versa. We have the Ace of Cups coming out for you as well. I don't think it's reversed on purpose. I think that was just the way that it came out with the Son of Cups. But the Ace of Cups is indicating this new opportunity that is brewing. It isn't quite there yet, but it is brewing. We also had the 10 of Pentacles fall out, and ironically that came out with the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 and the 10 to me is indicating progression. It also tells me that there is a prosperous future ahead for this connection, reliant on you both wanting this. I see that it could lead to a legacy. The two of you could potentially create a legacy together in this lifetime, a mutual collective, like, it almost feels like if it isn't kids, it could be a business. Like, it's big though. Like, the two of you are coming together to create something very significant in your lifetime that will live after you have passed. With the 9 of Pentacles here, I feel like that's highlighting that energy of working on yourself until you can come together. There is that feeling of continuing whatever it is that helps zen you, that helps balance you, that helps ground you, and also keep you open to this divine guidance that you're receiving. Keep doing that, and your person is definitely trying to work on themselves. Where you are trying to maintain your 9 of Pentacles, your person is trying to get them back, because they recently suffered a blow to their confidence that has left them feeling slightly unworthy. There's a feeling here of them needing to recover their headspace and recover their mental health as well, just to feel worthy again and to feel ready again. It is just a temporary setback is what I feel. Now the Daughter of Swords is coming out reversed, so I feel like it's about asking the right questions next time. Spirit is indicating there is still a lot that you don't potentially know about each other, and it comes down to asking the right information from the right sources. There is this cheeky energy with the Daughter of Swords of seeking information from secondary sources, potentially spying on people on social media, for example. And there is a message here to not do that, especially if it messes with your perception of this connection, or if it leads to you feeling a certain type of way. There is an energy here of getting the correct information directly from the source. So if you know that it's scrolling on social media and sleuthing this person's private information isn't going to make you feel good about yourself, then definitely don't engage in that behavior. But it does feel like, you know, I'm not telling you to not do it. I'm just saying there is an emphasis here on getting information from the right source, so that it isn't secondary, getting primary information, primary references, as they say. We have the 4 of Cups coming out for you as well. So I feel like Spirit is asking you to not put your happiness on hold, okay? Like, yes, there is so much love here that is untapped and that is waiting, but that doesn't mean that you're not allowed to be happy until this person is ready. You are still allowed to create experiences for yourself. You're still allowed to create moments of joy and inspiration and love for yourself. There is this feeling of don't let happiness wait for this person. You can create happiness in every moment, and that may in turn help this connection along a lot quicker, because this person's energy is quite pessimistic at times. They know this about themselves. They don't like this about themselves, but it does impact the connections that they have, and you are someone who is mirroring elements of them. So if you're feeling a bit lackluster, it is mutual, and it's not necessarily because you have to. It's just that they're going through something, but you don't have to be going through something. You focusing on your happiness could potentially be reflected into their energy as well, and could speed their process along as well. We have the 8 of Wands, so expect a very fast change. For some of you, this is a matter of days or weeks. I also feel like there's a turning point in your connection once communication is opened up. It feels like clear communication, passionate communication leads to a new beginning. There is an element here of hastiness, so just be very careful with the passion. Apparently once it starts, it's hard to stop. So just be aware of that. When it comes to the passion, we have the Ace of Wands kind of confirming that too. That's where the passion was coming from. Interesting. You definitely have a new beginning. I see that it could potentially be clouded by this desire to be close to one another again, like especially the masculine, whoever the masculine is. They are very passionate, and they're out here fantasizing and just, whoo, my Lord, it's very hot. Oh, wow. Anyway, the last card that I have is the Seven of Cups in my hand. So Spirit is kind of clearing up that with the Seven of Cups reversed, there you are going to get the answers you seek. The clarity is coming, confusion will be ending, and I also feel like the more that you keep your feet planted in your reality, that doesn't mean that you have to distract yourself with 3D things. It just means that you know your truth and you're sticking to your truth. The more that you plant yourself in your truth, the more that this connection has a chance to ground itself in its truth. Because I feel that you both feel similarly and you're so close to having this new beginning together. The only thing is that your person just needs to focus on their healing right now, mostly with their mental health and their headspace, allowing their headspace to be less cluttered with feelings of unworthiness more than anything. So what would Group 3's person say to them if they could say anything right now? What would Group 3's person say to them? Okay, we'll take them all. What would Group 3's person say to them? We have bottom deck energy. Yes. I can't sleep at night. I don't want to fight. My best friend is I'm so selfish. Got a very big ego embedded in me. That's the heritage ego. I love the song so much. It's called Selfish, Lil Sims featuring Cleo Sol. So what this is telling me is that your person's actions towards you, they feel really guilty because they feel like they coulda, woulda, shoulda done something by now. They do feel like they've been selfish. They feel like they need to talk to you and clear this up, and they will. They're withholding. Like if this person pulled away from you, they're doing that on purpose so that they don't accidentally commit themselves too soon to you, because they need to be focusing on their healing. So what I feel is this person may have withdrawn because they felt that it would have been unfair for them to stay around. If they would have stayed around, they would have been using you selfishly to distract them from their pain without being able to commit to you in the way that you deserve to be committed to. I feel this person needing to clarify these things with you, but they want to do it when they're more emotionally stable with the King of Cups. They intend on coming towards you as the King of Cups, someone who is mature and stable. We also have I can't smell the flowers, empty now for hours, hard to see the value in these half-hearted encounters, Downers by Green Tea Peng. This person may have recently awoken from the matrix in the terms of they've been purging things from their lives that has no meaning, it has no sustenance, it doesn't enrich their soul, it doesn't match the vibration that they've ascended to. This person is experiencing an ego depression of realizing that they have to ascend, but in order to do so, they have to say goodbye to certain beliefs, they have to say goodbye to certain situations, people, places, behaviors. They have to let that part of them die, essentially, and that's what's taking this process at a slower rate in terms of your connection, because they need to do this in the right way, what is best for them, for their journey, and for their situation. We have, you thought the grass was greener on that side, so you slid over that side. Now you want to backslide. So that's interesting. This song comes out to indicate when somebody made the decision to choose another situation, whether that was a person or a belief system or a job opportunity. Interference in this connection caused delays in the past, and now there's this energy of wanting to backslide. So potentially you're looking at a do-over here. This could be a second chance situation, or it could be the opportunity to finally ground something that never got to ground. We're looking at, baby, I'll go out of my way for you. Maybe you should do the same out of respect. Out of my way, Ramon. This person knows they have to come correct. This person is saying they intend on coming correct this time. They intend on coming through with something that is reciprocated, with something that is balanced. This energy of protection as well. Like, I feel like this person acknowledges they need to be a better person in order to come your way. Yeah, they're really working hard. Well, it's a bumblebee, bumblebee, bumblebee. Bumblebee by Artburst Science. This person is working very hard, okay? They're not out here sleeping and pretending like they are a free person. They're really, really, really working hard towards this. We have, she'll tease you, she'll unease you, she's precocious, and she knows just how to make a pro blush. Betty Davies' eyes, Kim Carnes, this person loves your eyes. I'm getting this energy of them like seeking eye contact with you, but also they just feel like you're such a tease. Like their fantasies for you again, fantasizing about you non-stop, group 3. They think about you so much. They think about the way that you make them feel as well, and I don't think they've had that strong pull to someone like this before in this way. Like, oh my gosh, it's giving me goosebumps. A new world hangs outside the window, beautiful and strange, sound and color with me in my mind, fall. Sound and color, Alabama Shakes. They're so looking forward to the day when the two of you can just leave this behind. They really see you and this future with you as an opportunity to reinvent themselves in the best possible way, like stepping into their authenticity is what I feel. Fears in my eyes, it is overdue. I'ma take the risk as I fall for you. Downtown by Ramon. You have 2 Ramon songs, Out of My Way and Downtown. We also have You Don't Want to Be Like Me, don't want to see all the things I've seen, I'm dying. And that's what I was saying with their ego dying. This song is Carmen by Lana Del Rey. I don't know how I feel about her, but I do like her music. So I feel like this person is currently purging, they're releasing, they are ascending to match your vibration, they're awakened and awakening because it's an ongoing process in this lifetime of limitations. But I do feel them getting closer to you in this process. They just need to process this healthily and naturally for the highest good of everyone involved. Group 3, that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that was helpful. I hope it helped balance things out in terms of what you're feeling in them. You will notice that in these sorts of connections, a lot of energy is mirrored just in different ways. So use this for what it is. Take what resonates. Do not let the rest take from you. And I shall see you in another video. Bye. Hi, Group 4, and welcome. If you chose the oyster that was faded and I was going to say tainted, but listen, it's still beautiful. It might be faded and a little bit tainted, but it's still beautiful. If you chose this oyster shell, then this is going to be your reading. I'm just going to take a quick drink of water. Kirk is being very attention-seeking this morning because I basically woke up, fed him, and then went into filming. So he's been loved, but he's still not feeling loved enough. So I'm just warning you, there may be some yowling in this video. So group 4, today we're asking Spirit, you versus them. What is the future of your connection? Let's start with a thoughts card. How are you thinking about your person? How are you thinking towards your person? We have the green fluorite coming out for you. Number 12, Cancer, and your crown chakra. Bottom deck energy is the aventurine crystal. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look at your feelings. Group 4, please, Spirit. How are they feeling about their person and this connection? Group 4, how are they feeling about this person? We have detach in the reverse. This is either strength or justice. How are they feeling about this person and this connection? How is group 4 feeling about this person and this connection? How is group 4 feeling about this person and this connection? Oh my goodness. We have the crown chakra, reverse this time. We also have the Ace of Wands, new vitality, and we have the 3 of Swords, sadness and isolation. Bottom deck energy is lead, the Emperor in reverse. Let us get some intentions cards for your side. Group 4, please, Spirit. Oh my days, that was a horrible shuffle. That was a horrible shuffle. Let me try that again. Group 4, what are their intentions towards this person and this connection? What is group 4's intentions towards this person? We have the King of Pentacles. Okay, come through. Virgus, Toro, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Virgus, Toro. Oh my Lord. I need to stop. I've been filming back to back with like minimal breaks. At this point, she's delirious, you guys. Let's keep going though. What are your intentions towards this person? Group 4. Oh, we have the 9 of Cups. I actually love this energy for you. What are your intentions towards this person? Group 4. What are their intentions towards this person? Excuse me, sir, don't you dare. You need to calm down. What are Group 4's intentions towards this connection? What are Group 4's intentions towards this connection? We have Justice. Can I take one more card, please? Can I? No, I can't. Damn it. We have the 3 of Cups reversed for you as the bottom deck energy. Okay. It's all coming together. Let's start with your person now. Group 4's person spirit. Oh my days. My fingers. My shuffling. Where did that go? I might have to pause this before I start dropping cards everywhere. Okay, I just picked them up from the ground. Lucky I paused it. They were quite far away. So, wow. Anyway, your person, Group 4, how are they thinking about you and this connection? How is Group 4's person thinking about them and this connection, please, Spirit? We have the vow. Oh, my heart. Stop it. Oh. Anyway, bottom deck energy is the desert. Oh, my heart. All right, let's keep going before I get too excited from one card. My Lord, it's the energy that the cards give me when I see them. It's not just the words, obviously. But yeah, that's lovely. What is Group 4's person feeling about them? What is Group 4's person feeling towards them in this connection? What is Group 4's person feeling towards them in this connection? What is Group 4's person feeling towards them in this connection, please? Okay, yeah. 2 of Cups, spiritual union. Can I get some more cards, please? We have the base chakra coming out, or root chakra. Okay. One more card, please. We have the throat chakra. Oh, I'm just trying to feel, baby. I'm just trying to feel something really real. Interesting. Throat chakra. Feel like a person again. 6th chakra. 3rd chakra. 1, 3, 5, 6. You got, what the hell? What? And you've got the crown. Oh my god. This is crazy. Bottom deck energy is recognition and reward. What the hell? I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be talking about hell right now, but my goodness. Oh, my heart. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, I need to keep going. I'm so sorry. I get so selfish when I feel these energies. I just want to sit in them. I just want to marinate in your energy. That sounds horrible. But when you're an empath and you pick up on people's energies, you know when you feel something good. And this is something so good, I just want to bottle it and sell it for $100. Like, holy heck. It is incredible, Group 4. Oh, anyway, let's keep going. Me again, jumping the gun. Group 4, please, Spirit. What are their person's intentions towards this connection? What is Group 4's intentions towards this connection and towards this person? What is Group 4's intentions towards this connection? Oh my god, you're joking. Are there any cards that would possibly want to come out? Okay. Bottom deck energy is the 5 of Pentacles. Look how sullen this person looks. Oh my goodness me. Stuck out in the cold. All right, so in terms of the intentions, how do we want these cards? Because y'all all came out sideways. So let me just drop them all and see which way they go. We have the Emperor, who wants to be upright. Okay, the Emperor. We have the King of Wands. How does the King of Wands wish to fall? Upright. Okay. We have the 9 of Cups. How does the 9 of Cups wish to fall? Upright. Okay. And we have the 6 of Wands. How does the 6 of Wands wish to fall? Oh, that's not really clear enough. You're going to have to try harder. Okay, thank you. I might have... Interesting. And we also have the Chariot, which is reversed, and that makes sense, okay? I'm not going to lie. This person intends on success, victory, but they are feeling blocked because their solar plexus chakra is blocked. So I feel the Chariot coming out reversed is highlighting that. Now with you, your thoughts, my sweets. Group 1, you think about this person deeply. with the crown chakra, green fluorite, the number 12, and Cancer coming out here. This beautiful gem is really very intuitive, very powerful, very guided. Like, we have our third eye, which is like our intuition, but our crown is our connection to source. It exceeds our intuitive abilities. It is about getting the direct information from source of creation, from source of our collective consciousness, from the literal, goodness, how do I word this better? Literally from source. I feel like this person for you, there is a lot of clarity around their significance in your life. The feelings are incredibly deep, but there is a little bit of confusion over where to from here. That is the only part that is plaguing your thoughts in a dampening way. I feel like this is the kind of connection that is very mutual, if I'm honest. Like, I would be very surprised if this person hasn't clearly shown you how they feel. They will do that very soon once they can battle a bit of confidence issues. But when it comes to your thoughts for them, you think of them deeply, you think of them highly, you think of them in a way that they're a bit of like a heaven sent, really, to you. This person was meant to cross paths with you in this lifetime. In fact, for many of you, you were guided to meet this person in this lifetime to awaken to your powers. This sounds crazy, but your abilities to reinstill your connection to source, to reinstill your connection to your faith, for example. Regardless of religion, you have a very strong connection to source here, and you can trust that information that you receive. It's often tested in different ways. Like, maybe you it's synchronistic, like you hear something on the radio and it perfectly highlights the way that you're feeling or what you were thinking, or it gives you the clarity you need. Or maybe you're looking for a specific answer and it comes to you through the words of someone you hardly know, and you're just like, oh my goodness, that's everything that I was looking for. How did it come from this person? There is a feeling here of you acknowledge how this person is meant to come into your life, and it feels very synchronistic. It feels very much out of your control. It feels like something that was simply meant to be. And I feel with the Cancer on here, that there is a mutual energy between you, and it is being mirrored on their side with the vow and the spiritual union. This person is also reciprocating this energy. And if you can't feel that in the 3D, then energetically, through source, they are really trying to get closer to you. This person's energy is just like, you're mine. And I want to be yours. Oh, anyway, let's go over to how you are feeling. Now, your feelings are a different story, sweets. Your feelings are a little bit like, I need to figure this out in a way that is healthy for me, in a way that isn't emotionally draining, in a way that isn't limiting, in a way that is progress forward for me, while still honoring this connection that I have with them. And that is reflected in the first card, detach reverse. It's like you're having to have healthy limitations with this connection, with this person, but you're also acknowledging that you're very connected to them. You can't fully detach yourself. There is an imbalance in your connection at the moment, however, and you must focus on yourself during this period. I feel like your feelings for them leave you feeling out of balance because they defy the truth of the situation. Like, if you were to look at this situation black and white, if someone were to write a transcript of exactly what happened and it was subpoenaed in court, you would look like you're just being silly for believing in this, you know? But your feelings are telling you the truth, and I feel like there's a disconnect there between what your logical mind tells you versus what your heart is telling you at times. It feels like there's an imbalance there. This is kind of being amplified by this 3 of Swords energy down here. Your feelings are telling you that it's time to expand, it's time to evolve, it's time to understand what is happening so that we can step out of this comfort zone. My 3s are always about expansion. And the 3 of Swords is no different, as frightening as it can be, because it is a very strong energy of a card, especially when you look at the traditional Rider-Waite. This imagery helps highlight the expansion that the 3s give, though, this growth that the 3s give. This period is temporary, and you know that. This isolation, this sadness is temporary, and you know that. It's like you're having to detach yourself from the outcome and remedy the immediate symptoms. And right now, I do feel like you're feeling isolated, you're feeling alone, you're feeling sad, and you're trying to just remedy those symptoms so that you can focus on coming together when the time is right. And that is being highlighted with our Ace of Wands. Spirit is saying that you're feeling like things are progressing to a new start with this new vitality. You may be feeling very inspired as of late. You may be creating more than usual. You may be thinking about switching up your look or your routine or doing something new and exciting. I feel with this Ace of Wands, it affects you holistically, Group 4. You're very in tune with the collective energy, and your position in life reflects the collective energy as well. Like, if you're out here seeking change, it's because as a consciousness, as a collective consciousness, we're all seeking that change and just doing it in different ways. You're very much this instigator of new passion right now, and I feel that in your connection. You may be feeling very sexually charged towards this person right now. I feel like you're preparing for a new beginning. Your feelings are recently renewed for whatever reason. Things are about to take on a new spark, a new flavor is what it feels, new color. Now we also have the crown chakra here, so there's that battle between head and heart again. And I feel like what you can trust is the information you're getting from source, but that is all about understanding what information is coming from source versus what information is coming from your heart, what information is coming from your head. I feel that you are highly intuitive, and Spirit is saying that you receive information that you sometimes don't understand. That is not your intuition. That is a direct download from the collective consciousness. Like, your connection to source is very strong, Group 4, and Spirit is trying to keep you strong. Maybe you feel like this person distracts you. That could be what is going on here with the crown chakra reversed. You could feel like this person distracts you from your connection or from your faith or from your source. I want to say that you sometimes just can't trust your feelings for this person. You sometimes feel like they're either too sexually charged, or they're just too passionate, or they're not realistic enough, or it's not focusing on what is true. And Spirit is really highlighting that you do know this truth, and this truth is being shown to you through your connection to source, is the best way that I can say it. Whether you're religious or not, you have a way of tapping into a higher version of clarity here directly from source. Now, in terms of your actions towards this connection, your intentions, we have the King of Pentacles indicating prosperity, commitment, loyalty. You have a high level of loyalty to this person, Group 4. I feel like it's very difficult for you, if you're in separation, to date other people, to see other people, to entertain other ideas. You are a very loyal person, very committed person. And this person for you is a wish come true. You intend on making yourself happy first, but you also see a lot of happiness coming from this connection. I see your intentions towards this connection being that of feeding yourself with love first, and then promoting love in this connection secondarily, which is very healthy attitude. I think that's exactly what you need to be doing as well. Now, when it comes to justice here, I do see you wanting balance where balance wasn't given in the past. I see where your feelings are offering a deficit. Your intentions intend on your actions intend on creating more harmony. So there is a potential here for a partnership, is what I want to say from your end. You're looking at this as something that could be long-term and committed. You see this as somewhat of a contract in your eyes. Now, feelings here need to be explored in a way that is fresh and potentially requires more open communication. I see that you intend on giving balanced communication, but I also see that you're almost waiting for a verdict to be delivered, like you're waiting for something to happen here. I don't see you instigating a heck of a lot, but I see you reciprocating, and when the time is right, proving your commitment and your loyalty as well. Now, from your person's side, their thoughts are that this is an incredibly special union with the vow here. This person already feels connected to you. Their thoughts are already tethered to you. They see you as someone worth committing in. They see you as someone who brings them a lot of peace, who brings them a lot of harmony. You bring them a lot of happiness as well. I'm just seeing that there are 9 orbs at the top of this card. So I really do feel like you bring them a lot of happiness. You are their 9 of Cups. They think about you as someone worth committing to, worth vowing themselves to. And this is a big deal for this person because their feelings over here are incredible. Like, I've never had that happen where we have 4 chakra cards come out, and technically 5. because with the spiritual union here, that's the heart chakra. So we have 5 chakras come out. Altogether, 6. 6 out of 7 chakras. The only chakra that's missing is sacral, and that's technically here with the Ace of Wands. You have no idea how powerful that is. I mean, maybe you do because you've got all these chakras. You could be energy healers, or something just is coming into alignment very perfectly. You have the crown, you have the sacral. This person has the heart, the throat, the base, the solar plexus, and the third eye. That is incredible. Now, your person's feelings for you are reciprocated. They feel the same way. You have either helped this person come into spiritual union with themselves, or they feel like you are someone who they were just meant to come into union with in this lifetime. You are like a soulmate to this person, group 4. They feel incredibly connected to you, and this person has to tell you that. They feel like they need to open up to you when it comes to their feelings. This person wishes to communicate the truth and how they see you, because I feel like this person sees clearly now. They trust this connection, they trust their feelings, and they trust the way that they're thinking now. Potentially this person didn't always trust their feelings for you. Potentially this person's heart space used to be blocked off. They feel so much love for you, group 4. They feel so connected with you. They feel this balanced energy in this connection of mutual respect, of mutual growth, of mutual desire, mutual passion. This person feels like they just need to work on their confidence in order to come towards you. But with the base chakra here, their feelings for you are wanting to ground something stable, something that is going to be on the right foot, and potentially like something that is going to, I kind of feel like there's this protective energy with this base chakra, this root chakra. There's this energy of stability, but starting right. So this person may want to escape with you, as a message that's coming into mind. There's almost this energy of starting fresh in a new way. Like this person wants to do things completely fresh with you, like start a completely new leaf with you. I don't know what's going on in this person's life, but it's all about you, group 4. Like they see you as someone who has unlocked their potential, and they want to explore that more with you. They want this to be balanced. They want the both of you to be on the same page. They want you to feel invested in and committed to, and they feel like they get so much of that from you. Like you're someone who is invested in and committed to them. They see so much love in your connection, and they feel like they need to protect you. There's this energy of being your provider, and I kind of see how that makes sense because I forgot about the cards down here. So they want to be a protector and a provider here. You are someone that they want to have the opportunity to grow with. With the solar plexus chakra here, as I was saying, they just need to overcome some confidence issues right here, right now. This person may be healing some part of themselves right now. It feels like a physical part, but it kind of feels like this leads to their confidence issues. They need to get themselves into this energy of I can and I will. They're thinking about it all, and they're very sure in how they feel, and they're very sure in what they want here, but it's just about mustering that physical strength now to make it happen. So in terms of their intentions and their actions towards you, we do have the Chariot card reversed, indicating that right now they need to balance their energy more. And this card is actually showing us that it has to do with their heart space, overcoming their fears and taking that step forward. This person has a very masculine energy. Technically speaking, the third eye chakra and the heart chakra are the only sort of, or is the heart chakra? Maybe it's not. I think it's just the third eye chakra that's feminine. I might be confused there. I thought the heart chakra was a yin energy as well, but I might be off. It kind of feels like they need to step back into their full masculine power though. And if this person is having fears, I want to say that they're warranted. Like this person is highly intuitive themselves. If there's a reason why they shouldn't act right now, then they know that that is something they can trust. Like if they're being told to slow down and not speed through things, then that is a feeling they should trust. With the 6 of Wands coming out, this is the 6 of Swords. They desire peace, they desire clarity, they desire closure in your connection. This person wants to talk to you about everything. And I want to talk to you about what they've been going through, where they've been, and moving forward. I feel like this person may want to move with you. Like the two of you may physically move locations together in order to start fresh. With the Nine of Cups here, you had the Nine of Cups as well. This person sees you as a wish fulfillment. You see them as a wish fulfillment. With the King of Wands over here, they're planning something about your future. This person has a protective energy about them with the King of Wands and the Emperor. They want to protect you. They want to look after you. They want to provide for you. I feel like this person has a lot of big plans for your future. Okay, group 4, they have a lot of big plans. Honestly, this is a very positive reading. I see on your side that it's really about tempering and waiting for this all to come into alignment. And from their side, they're very, very sure. They just have to align with their solar plexus chakra, this determination, this will power, and this energy of I can and I will. Getting themselves geared up for that part of this journey forward with you. But honestly, this is a very promising reading. With the Five of Pentacles being at the bottom deck here, I see them kind of wanting to come out of the cold and really work on the challenges and hardships this connection has faced. Really not being very realistic here, not glossing over the reality. So let's get some, actually, excuse me, I will shuffle that. But I actually want to get messages from Spirit as well for you. Let's get some messages from Spirit. What is the truth of this connection? What is the future of this connection? Group 4, please, Spirit. What is the future of this connection? What is the truth of this connection? Okay. I was hoping for like 2 cards and I got 5 so far. All right, bottom deck energy is Magician and the Mirror, number 53. Overcoming challenges and expanding through collaborated effort is what I feel. But you both have to realize that the limit does not exist. However you feel blocked in your own circumstances, you both have to realize that the limit does not exist. Your person recognizes you as the soulmate, but they lack the courage and the I don't want to say courage, but the confidence to take initiative here in your connection. They do see a future with you. You're someone who makes them very happy, and in the very least, they want peace, but they are looking at a long-term commitment with you. When it comes to you, your feelings run deep, but it's about trusting source and trusting the information that you're receiving. It's about knowing how to move forward in the best way for yourself and overcoming these feelings of sadness and isolation in your time. Now, the first card that came out for you was adjacent possibilities. So Spirit is saying that this connection could ground in a way that you weren't expecting. I kind of feel with that card being reversed that we have to almost go back in order to go forward. We have to talk about something in order to go forward, and your person is wanting to talk to you about something. It's almost saying that there aren't any adjacent possibilities, but we do have to address a fork in the road over here. We also have appreciation. So the truth of this connection is that there is mutual reciprocated energy here when it comes to seeing each other's value, seeing each other's worth. I feel like there needs to be a clear plan discussed between the two of you with strategy coming out. There is a feeling here of you both want similar things, but you're looking at each other in different ways. I feel like you're out here making strides towards something, and your person is almost expecting something different. It's not to say that they don't share the same ideas about the future with you, but I feel like we need to have this conversation about the future together. Otherwise, it's kind of like where we don't know. And that's what this Two of Cups is talking about, a compromised union, this ability to sit down and talk to each other about how we feel and what we want. You feel very in the dark over here. You feel like you're just waiting for this person to come through with the confidence. And in that period, you're dealing with these uncomfortable feelings of sadness and isolation. You know that there's a new beginning coming, but you're having a hard time trusting this information. I see you being very loyal, very committed, very balanced. It's just about really trusting the information you're receiving and knowing that when the time comes, you both need to communicate clearly about what you want as well for your futures, because there is a lot of potential here with the daughter value. You could potentially be creating something monetarily. Money could just be a factor in your finances, excuse me, in your connection. There could be this energy of money creating blockages for this person, and that's why they can't move forward, or they need to be more validated in that aspect before they move forward. I'm not too sure, but the daughter value is mostly highlighting the fact that you do have a lot of potential here, and I see a new door opening in a way that it offers you value. I almost see that this confusion is clearing up for you. That's why this card is reversed, group 4. These adjacent possibilities are clearing up so that there's a very clear direction forward. It's going to give you opportunities to hash this out and to understand a way forward. With the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael coming out, this is the heart chakra. There really needs to be a heart-to-heart conversation about feelings and the future. That's what I kind of think. In order for this connection to work, the truth is there's a lot of potential. The appreciation and respect and desire is mutual, but it's really about clarifying all these open doors by having this heart-to-heart conversation about your future. That is what Spirit is saying will help. Now, for many of you, I feel like you're in union. You may just be on a bit of a pause or something. Or maybe you're just waiting for this person to come around and see you in person. Let's have a look at what they would say to you if they could say anything right now. We're going to get some song messages. Kirk, stop, please. You can't go outside, not by yourself. Group 4, please, Spirit. Can we get some channeled messages for Group 4? What would their person say to them right now if they could say anything? What would this person say to them if they could say anything? What would this person say to Group 4 if they could say anything, please? I can't take those. I'm sorry, that's too many. They have to be very clear. What does Group 4's person want to say to them if they could say anything? What does Group 4's person want to say to them if they could say anything? All right, bottom deck energy is, oh, I love this song. Oh, I love this song. I'm so selfish. I just want to sit in this energy all day. All right, so bound to fall in love. Hey, you remember where we first met? Admitting is the first step. Bound to by Kanye West. Oh my gosh, my heart, my energy. Oh, love it. All right, so the first song we have is Lions Don't Lose Sleep Over the Opinion of Sheep. This one's for the ladies because they have our babies make us men. Yeah, this person is so dedicated to you. There's this energy of overcoming the challenges and really just taking this connection for what it is. Oh, so much love here. Oh my gosh, let's keep going. I love the way you're living because you're so genuine. You got that something special. I just need you. Oh, Need You by Jean-Baptiste. I always say Baptiste. Anyway, John Baptiste. All right. We also have I Wasn't in the Mood for Love. Don't Leave Me. I Need a Medic. I Can't Control This. You guys, this is the cutest song. If you don't look at these songs, I at least recommend you look at this one. Headaches by Ravina. I wasn't in the mood for love, but you're quite funny. Feeling we can do this. Ooh. We also have Smells of Wine, Makes Her the Wiser, Fixing the Lows by Getting High, Spook Me, I Can Still Be Vulnerable. Still Vulnerable by Lime Cordiale. Interesting. This person has a soft side to them that they feel like you see straight through, and it makes them feel like a little bit afraid at first, but now they're like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Why are you not here with me? Why can't you answer me? Why you switch phone numbers? Ooh, Phone Numbers by Dominic Fike and Kenny Beats. Interesting. This person's like out here trying to gain the courage to make that step forward. We have Hello, My Only One. Remember who you are. You got the world because you got love in your hands, and you're still my chosen one. You guys, I'm going to cry. This is so beautiful. Only One, Kanye West featuring Paul McCartney. Oh, my days. Well, I'll be damned. Smell, cinnamon, couldn't shake the taste. Woman, oh woman, I need you tonight. Oh, my days. So regardless of gender, this person is like, I need you. The Rubens, Woman oh Woman. Oh my Lord, I love this so much. Group 4, that is what I see for you. That is the energies in terms of you versus them. What Spirit has to say in some channeled messages. I hope this was interesting for you. I hope it helped clarify things. As always, take what resonates. Don't let the rest take from you. But thank you so much.
You have no idea. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. I'm going to be like on cloud 9 for the rest of my day, and I send you so much love back. This is such a blessing to read for you today. I can't wait to see you in another video. Come back. And yeah, look after yourselves. Bye, Group 4.